Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining EasyBill's demo today. I'm Kedar. I work with EasyBills in software sales. I look after all the software sales. I will talk about EasyBill's features, functions. Then we will go on to the actual screen, and then I'll give you a live demonstration of how you can create an account, how to get documents into EasyBills, how they get exported, various settings, various workflows, and then we will towards the end of the webinar, I'll show you the pricing structure for EasyBills. Okay, so EasyBills started about 7 years ago, and when we started as data extraction company, like invoice data extraction company. But over the last 7 years, we have grown so much that we have added so many new features, primarily based on customers' demand. Like whenever a customer comes to us and says, do we do this? Can we do this? So, yeah, so then we have developed features. And at the moment, we support all types of documents, like purchase order, sales order, employee expense claims, spend money transaction, e-invoices, RCTI invoices, and approval workflows. And there are lots other features. The best thing about EasyBills is I would say its pricing structure, because EasyBills does not charge you based on how many number of users you have or how many companies you have. So EasyBills just has one simple plain cost, which is subscription, and that subscription comes with certain document quota. And all the EasyBills plan come with 1 year validity. So you have that certain document quota to process the documents from. Okay, all right, let's get started with the demo. This is our website, and the first thing I would like to recommend to everyone is try our product. We give a month-long free trial, so it's quite easy to set up your account, and you can do it pretty much on your own. All you would need to do is you go on our website, click on the Try EasyBills for free button. Once you come on this screen, so it's pretty much straightforward. Depending on which account you want to go for, you can choose. So by default, it's a new account, which is an individual account. So if you have one single organization, if you are a small business owner, or if you are an accountant looking after one company, you can simply go ahead with filling these details to create one single account. And if you are a bookkeeper where you have a number of clients and you want in your EasyBills to have all your clients' accounts as well, so you simply click on create a partner account. So you click on this one and then you fill the details. So your company name, let's say, bookkeeper, and then your email, contact name, password, and your location, which software you integrate with. We integrate with Xero, Mayo, QuickBooks, NetSuite, Simpro, Deer. So when you select that and then you click on register, your account will be created. So if you have created an HQ account, this is how your screen will look like. So it will have an HQ dashboard, a few options here, which I'm going to explain in a minute. And then it will have your primary group, that's your company. So HQ account is primarily for our partners or for bookkeepers. So this is your primary group, and then you can create additional groups based on what's your need, how many clients you have, and stuff like that. You want to add clients accounts, which are individual clients account. Like some of your clients, there will be small businesses. Some of your clients could be medium businesses like restaurant chain, and they would want to have multiple accounts in their account as well. For example, Zambero restaurant. So they are in Brisbane, they are in Perth, they are in Darwin, they're everywhere. So if you have such a client, you would need, he would also need his account as one top account and then his branches under that account. So I'll show you how to create that as well. If you want your individual clients to add, you can simply click on create new account and add to the group, your group, and then it will be, once you create the account, you will get pretty much the same options to create for your client account. So you can have any username, let's say client, you will put as client, one. And then email address, you should put yours because you are the one who's managing this account. So anything with respect to password reset, notification emails, Quora emails, anything would come to this email. So you would want to put your email address just in case client loses the access so you can have it back for him. Password, you can set a password for your client, location, and the software you want your client to integrate with. And if you wish to give your client access to this, to EasyBills, like if you want them to use EasyBills, come to EasyBills, log in into EasyBills, and then upload their own documents, all you need to do is pass on this username and the password that you will set during creation of this account. All you need to do is pass on this to the client, and then they can use this username and password to log in into their EasyBills account, and then they can drag and drop documents, and then they can upload documents. So as a partner, when you log in with your credentials, you would be able to see all your clients listed under your account. But if you give so for example, if you give your client account username and password, and when he logs in, he would just be able to see his documents, whatever he's uploading. He won't be able to see any other options. For example, let's log into this one. So I'll log into this one. Now, as you can see, in the drop down, I can only see this particular account because I'm using this client login credentials and not the main login credentials. So I'll be only able to see my account as a client's account. I'll be able to drag and drop documents. I'll be able to do everything with one EasyBills account allows you, and then log out. So that way your client can still upload the documents and you can still manage, you can still have access to client's account. So this was for individual accounts. As I said, if you have a client who wants multiple accounts, so all you can do is you can create a group for such a client. Let's say client one is that group. And then if it's a restaurant or if it's any other business which has multiple branches and they want all of them to keep separate, like they have different files for each business in MyOb or in Zero. So you can have it configured like this way. You create one group account for your client, and then this group account name and password becomes the credential to log into that group account. And then you can add sub accounts to this account. For example, Brisbane, Perth, and Sydney. Then when the client logs in with this credentials here, for example, it's client one. So when he logs in, he will be able to see all his accounts, and he will be able to toggle between these accounts based on which documents he needs to upload. And you, as a bookkeeper, you have access to all the data for this client. So that's the group setup. Yeah, when it comes to, as I said, EasyBills, all subscriptions, they come with a quota. And then as you start uploading documents, the quota is reduced one by one. So you can click on my usage to have a glimpse of how your usage looks. So you will have all your clients account here, their this month usage, previous month, last year. This will give you a good idea about how many documents you're consuming. So initially, when you go, we recommend to go with a smaller plan than you expect. So within 3 months, you have a fair idea of how many documents are you processing, if you need to upgrade to a bigger plan or you're happy with the same plan, so you can do that from this user screen. Initially, we just used to have one login username and password, so everyone would be using the same. But recently, we have rolled out this feature where you can create users and then they can log in using their own username and email address. So this helps you in if you are a bookkeeper, if you have multiple people looking at your accounts, handling customers, instead of this, he would see sign in as test user. So he would pretty much be able to do everything that a HQ user does, but everything that he does would be tagged with his user profile. So tomorrow you can track that this has been done by X person in your company and this has been done by Y person in your company. Okay, so that's pretty much about the HQ dashboard. Now we will look how the individual account looks like. So when you create an individual company account, this is exactly how your new account would look like, provided you have selected Xero to integrate with. So and all right. So when you create the next thing would be how you bring the documents from outside world into your EasyBills account. So essentially, there are four ways you can bring outside world documents into EasyBills. First is, of course, you can drag and drop the documents here. For example, I will just drop one Bunnings invoice here. So I've dragged this and now I will just drop it here. So that's the first method. The second one is with each EasyBills account you create, EasyBills generates one unique email address for that particular specific EasyBills account. You can also email your bills to this upload email address, and then EasyBills will extract those bills and process it in your EasyBills account. The third one is email sync. So email, if you are on either Office 365 or Google, then you can use this setting, email sync settings. It has two different options. So once you connect your email, you can either keep it on automated or you can keep it on manual. In automated, what's going to happen is all the emails that are coming into your email inbox will be extracted by EasyBills and will be processed into EasyBills. So if we find an invoice, it will be processed. And if we do not find an invoice, it will be just saved as blob storage. So it's just a storage that we will do. We will not be processing any emails that do not contain any invoices. But with manual, you can choose which emails you want EasyBills to process in your email inbox. So if you keep it on manual, EasyBills will create a folder, which is EasyBills folder. And then all you would need to do is you would need to drag those emails which has invoices as attachments you want to process EasyBills. So you can drag those and drop them in EasyBills folder. And then from there, EasyBills will extract those invoices, process it, and then EasyBills will move that email to bills folder. That's the third way. The fourth is mobile app. I will come to that in a minute. I will explain that in a bit more detailed way. So, all right, so this was about bringing documents. Now let's go to integrations and let's see which softwares we support at the moment. So these are the accounting softwares that we support. At the same time, we also support integrations with Google Drive, and Dropbox is our recent integration that we have developed. So if you guys are using Google Drive or Dropbox and you want to EasyBills to pull documents from your Google Drive or Dropbox, that is possible. And once we pull those documents, we process those and then we move them into a different folder in your drive itself. At the same time, some of our customers, they want all their documents which come into EasyBills from various sources. Either suppliers are emailing them, they could be dragging and dropping them, and then it gets processed into Xero or QuickBooks. All of those documents can also be like one copy of that PDF can also be exported and stored into your Google Drive or Dropbox. So we have a custom workflow for that. If anyone is interested in knowing more about how do we export and just store one copy of PDF in your drive, simply email to support and then we would be able to help you with that. So let's go with integrating the EasyBills with Xero. So now this Bunning invoice, it has failed to export invoice because it's not connected to Xero. Now let's connect it with Xero. It's quite simple. So I will click on this connect to Xero button here. And then it's gonna take me to Xero. And because I'm already logged into Xero, it is asking me to select an organization. So as of now, I will continue with organizations because I'm already connected. And then on the next page, I'm gonna just select the organization I want to connect it with. Yep, it's all connected. So the button has disappeared, and as soon as it got connected, EasyBills, you can see EasyBills, this was red before, now it's green. So as soon as it got connected to zero, EasyBills has started to process this document. So we will come back to this document in a minute. I will take you to the integrations for the others. So with Zero, it's quite easy. It was it was on dashboard because when I created this account, I selected Zero as integrating software. For if you want to even connect the same account with some other, let's say Dropbox or QuickBooks or Sempra, that's pretty much possible. So to connect it, you will just need to click on the apps, come to the apps section. Let's say you want to connect it with Dropbox. So you click on the Dropbox here, and then you will find a button connect. So all you need to do is once you enter your credentials and click connect, it will straight away get connected. With Dropbox, you really don't need to do anything. It will straight away create folder, EasyBills upload folder for you. All you will need to do is drag and drop your bills into that Dropbox folder, and EasyBills would extract them and would process them from your Dropbox. Oh, this has already been exported. As you can see, this one successfully exported supplier invoice to zero, invoice number on this date from Running Scoop Limited. I'll quickly show you the document. So this is how our document looks like. Let's see how this invoice looks in zero. Yep, this is how it will be exported to zero. As you can see, Bunnings, date, reference, all the line items are here. All the correct figures are here, 245.87, 22.37. Yeah, that's correct. 245.87 is the total, 22.37 is the GST. And then you also get the original PDF file as attachment in Zero. At the same time, if you scroll down and if you click on history and notes, you would be able to see that this one was created by EasyBills. So this is the differentiator. If you are wondering if any bill that is in your zeros created by EasyBills or by someone in your organization, you can always go here, look at the logs, and then either in comments, you will see received from EasyBills, attached to file, this PDF through EasyBills. So this is how it gets exported into Zero. Now, because I did not have items configured, that is why you're seeing this column is empty. If in case in your zero, you have these items configured with this product code 6200434. If you had those items configured in your zero, EasyBills would map that item code in this line item. So you would see the item code here and then rest as you see them. As also, EasyBills also has the functionality to code each line item to a different cost center, to a different GL code. You can also do that. That's a custom workflow that we do for our clients. It's based on, so to map it, all you need to do is description. So you will need to create an Excel file, which will just have the description of the line item and the account code, the GL code that you want that description to be mapped to. Once you have a CSV file like this, it's very easy for us to customize that workflow for you. So you can code different line items to different GL codes. Okay, so next I will be taking you through approval workflows. So EasyBills support up to 5 levels of approvals in our customized workflow. But if you go into your settings and approvals and expenses, you would see by default, it will look like this. All you need to do is click on the settings, go to approvals and expenses, and enable approval workflow. Now, depending on your requirement, like if you need one person to approve it, or if you need that particular invoice to go from 2 different approval levels, you can select either single level or you can select 2-level approvals. And you can click on Save Settings. So now what's going to happen is I have enabled this approval workflow and I have enabled single level. So what will happen? Yeah, so any invoice that will be uploaded right now is going on single level of approval. It will need one person to approve it before it goes to CEO. And let's say you're a small business and it's just the owner or the manager who's going to approve all the invoices. So it's one person from the company. If the one person, the approver is fixed, you can simply type his email here, right? And then you save settings. So what will happen? All the emails that are uploaded onto the CZBill's account will straight away go to this email address for approval. And once he approves, they will be exported to your connected accounting software. If in case you need two people to approve, you will select two level approvals. And if you have the other email address, you can type it here. So all the invoices on this setting, all the invoices that you will upload on this account, first it would go to manager for approval. It will stay there until manager approves. Once manager approves the invoice, it will go to the owner for approvals. Once owner approves, it will go to your Xero or your connected accounting software. But if in case you keep these empty, right? This was my initial setting. So if in case this is empty, then EasyBills does not know who is the approver or who do we send this invoice for approval. So what EasyBills will do in such case is this. So the document is uploaded and then it's tagged in orange and you can see waiting for approval. And then you get a few options here, view document, log, and approve. So if it's just a single document, right, you can go to dashboard and you can find the document, you can click on approve, and then you can approve. But if there are multiple documents, let's say there are 50 or 100 documents you're processing, then dashboard may not be the best option to go with. So then you will go to search approve. You can click on search approve, and then here you see all these options. So there, all you're going to do is you click on waiting for approval. Once you click on waiting for approval, all the documents that are uploaded and they are waiting for approval would be filtered and will be shown to you. And recently we have added this new functionality, just in case if you have multiple workflows, some do not have a dedicated approval and some do have dedicated approvals, and some emails, some invoices have gone on to those email address and they're waiting for approval, and you want to see how many of them are waiting, you can click on this button here, waiting email approval. So here you will have account and you will see all those invoices, and then you will see on whose email they are waiting for approval. So in case if somebody has forgot to approve or it has been a week and he has not approved, you can come here, search approve, waiting email approval. You can have a look at who is that person. You can send him email, you haven't approved it, please approve. You can go walk to him, tell him, hey mate, can you approve this? So that's what this button is for. Yeah, waiting for approval, we will see all the approval bills that are waiting for approval. Now from here on, you have two different options. The first one is, of course, you can come into EasyBills, you can have a look at it here and you can approve it here itself. So if you want to do that, all you need to do is, let's say there are multiple invoices, you want to approve them together. So you can click on all my approval button you see here. Right. If you click on all my approval, there will be a new screen that opens up. And then on the left, all the list, here you will see a list of all invoices that are waiting for approval. And then you can click on first one or second one. You can have a look at the invoice. You can cross check the data, that's sales fresh, PO number, invoice number. If you want to assign a GL code to this invoice, you can quickly select that GL code. If you want to attach some notes, or if you want to attach a file, a receipt, you can do that. And then you click on approve. Once you click on approve, automatically it will move to the next invoice. And you can, even if there are 50, I believe with this screen, you can quickly have a look. You can quickly cross-check the details, approve. Even if there are 50 or 100 invoices, it would take about 10 minutes or 15 minutes max to use the screen and approve all those invoices. But let's say you do not, like you are not the approver. Let's say there is a company and a receptionist is handling, or admin person is handling the EasyBills account. He's not the one who's approving, but he knows the person who's going to approve. So he needs to send this bill to that person. Even that is possible. That's the second option I was talking about. So all you need to do here is click on waiting for approval, come on this screen, select the invoice you want to send to somebody, and then click on email approval. So once you click on email approval, in invoice approval here, you will need to type the email which you want this invoice to go to. And then once you type it, you click on send. Now, as you click on send, those invoices will go to that person for approval. And once he approves, depending on your setting, if it's 1 level, it will go straight to accounting system. If it's 2 level, it will come back and again sit here in waiting for approval, waiting for the 2nd level of approval. Okay, now I will quickly take you through our mobile apps. To configure your mobile app, all you need to do is you can go on settings, account settings, and you can click on this link, email me the EasyBills mobile how-to. Once you click on this link, you will get a PDF like such, which will have the detailed instructions on how you can connect your EasyBills account, EasyBills on the phone with your EasyBills account. It's quite simple. So this PDF will come with a QR code. All you need to do is, this is how your mobile app looks. So all you need to do is click on the settings and click on the login with QR code, scan this QR code, that's it, you're done. So now your EasyBills app is connected to your account once you scan the QR code, and you can straight away start uploading invoices, receipts, everything will come. So you can just click on scan now, click a picture, and then it's good to go. It will come straight to EasyBills, and then depending on your workflow, it will go to your accounting system. At the same time, EasyBills mobile app is widely used for processing spend money transactions or employee expense claims. So it's just, we need to configure it in your EasyBills account. So I'll quickly take you there. So let's say guy is working on field, and he has a company card, and we need to configure a spend money transaction setting for him. So all you will need to do is go to approvals and expenses, come here under find list of users approval, and then I will add guy here. Guy senior employee, doesn't need. So if this guy needs his boss's approval or owner's approval, you can add that email address here. Right? So anything that he uploads will first go to this email address, and you will need to add the last 4 digits of the bank account number or the card number that is with the guy, which is also in your connected accounting system. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 for that matter. And if he needs approval, this box will be unticked. If he does not need approval, you will just simply tick this box and you will click on save changes. So as soon as you click on save changes, you will see there is a unique upload address that has been added here, which is test105.guy@easybills.com. Now, either if you email the document to here, it will also be processed as a spend money transaction for this business account. Or if the guy is using mobile phone, he's on field and he want to capture receipt pictures, all he need to do is you need to mention the name exactly as it is here in his mobile phone app. So he can click on settings, and in under alias name, he will just type GUI, guy, that's his name. And then he will click back here. So then your account is configured as like, then anything that he uploads will be treated as a spend money transaction for your account. So this is how it will look. Just quickly show you. Yeah. So for example, this is my EasyBills account username, Kedar Receipts, and this is my setting. So this is how it will show up. So in bracket, it will show GUI guy for him, and then he knows it's the correct setting, and then he can start clicking pictures, and then all the uploads that he does will be processed as spend money transaction. In similar fashion, you can also process employee expenses. All you need to do is, let's say Matt, like Matt he has spent from his own pocket, and then now we need to reimburse him as a company. So he will take my expenses. bypass approval. He does not need approval. Save changes. So in similar fashion, now this one is take my expenses. So now this setting and anything that will be uploaded to this email address will be treated as employee expense claim. So we will create a supplier named Matt. So at the end of your accounting cycle, you would pay Matt. And if he's using the mobile phone app, he just needs to type this into his settings. And once he types this, then anything that he scans will be processed as employee expense claim. I will now take you to the pricing structure for EasyBills. So now this is for Australia. So the smallest plan starts at $100 plus the GST, which is $110. In this light plan, you get 1 year validity and you get about 500 documents to process from. This is mostly for single company. If you are a bookkeeper looking for multiple clients, you can go with premium plan, which gives you unlimited companies. There is no additional cost, so it comes for $550, 1 year validity, and it comes about 3,000 documents. So let's say you bought the premium plan and then you started using, and then within 6 months you consume all the quota, 3,000 documents. All you would need to do is refresh the plan. So you will pay another $550. You will get another 3,000 document quota and then a fresh new 1 year validity from the date of refresh. Yeah, and that's the only cost EasyBills has. All the other workflow customizations and the support that we do and all the features that I have shown you here, integrations, Dropbox, Google Drive, everything comes into your subscription. There is no additional cost for using EasyBills once you have bought the subscription plan. Okay, so if you have any further questions or any queries, please feel free to call me at this number, or you can also email on support@azedoc.com. Thank you. Thank you for coming today.